Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. This is Jennifer. Well, guys, it is another week where I really just don't have anything to show you. I'm still recovering from surgery. It's been a week and a half at this point, just over a week and a half. On Thursday, it'll be 2 weeks. I have been crocheting a little, but I don't really have anything to show. It's downstairs and I'm upstairs. So yeah, I will save that. And if I make some progress on it, I will show you guys next week. So I do want to address the elephant in the room. I have shared on my social media and on my personal website, which is sewhook.com, I have shared that I will no longer be able to take donations for the Linus Connection. That means quilt tops, quilts, knit, crochet blankets, fleece blankets, whatever. If you have a donation for Linus, you need to donate it either through one of the drop-off locations, which you can find on the website, thelinusconnection.org, or if you mail things in, there are two things. One, I really encourage you to find an organization in your location so you don't have to pay for shipping. There are plenty of organizations all over the world that can use your talent and your skills to make handmade blankets for children and adults in crisis, in need, who need like a little extra love. I will still be making quilts for good, and I will still be making orphan block quilts because that is where my heart is. I love making charity quilts, and I will continue to make quilts for people in need. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that it was after the last Linus meeting. I told you that I had let the board know that we were talking about moving this year. My family is talking about moving this year. Just so I'm clear, we don't have a date. We don't have a house. It's just that I didn't want Linus to be in a position where I suddenly had to leave and then all the things that I didn't have anyone to do them. So I told the board this, and I let the volunteers know that I wanted to go ahead and delegate my jobs. It was time for me to back off. You know, I've got surgery going on. There's other stuff going on in my family that I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and back off, and it would give me time to transfer all of my jobs. I don't want to go too into it, but I'm going to say this, that on New Year's Day, I got an email from the board. They wanted me to be done sooner rather than later. My heart is pounding right now because it really pulled the rug out from under me. It got weirdly personal, and because of that, I resigned immediately, which is what they wanted. And I have decided to not volunteer for Linus anymore. I'm not going to go to meetings. I won't be donating any more blankets. I'm returning everything that I have, which is not a lot. I don't keep a lot here, but like quilt backs and fabric that have been donated to me for Linus, that's all going. I've had some things that were donated specifically for Linus that needed to be quilted. That's all going. It's caught me off guard in a way that I cannot explain to you. I knew last week when I made a video, but I couldn't talk about it yet. Like I just was still, it had just happened and I was still processing it. I don't know why they were in such a hurry. I have not gotten good information on that. I still believe in the cause, and I still love so many of the volunteers that I volunteered with over the years, and I want those people to still have a good experience and have every reason to donate and make sure blankets get to kids who need them, children in crisis across Central Texas, which is the mission of the organization, is to provide handmade blankets to provide comfort. I am going to be taking a step back from volunteering just in general. I will still work on Fandom and Stitches. That is my website that I run for our fandom community. Obviously, I'll still do Talk to Me Tuesday. I will still make charity quilts. I am thinking about some options. There's an organization that Amber is going to be donating to, and I might send her some because she has sent so many here over the years. I've looked at Quilts Without Borders. I'm pretty sure that is the name. I actually talked to them when I was in Houston at Quilt Festival in November, and I really like their mission. So that's a thing that I'm looking at. One of the new things that I'm doing is I am not going to give myself a goal this year. For years, my goal has been X number of blankets and quilts to donate every year. For the last several years, it's been 24. Last year, I think, I don't know. I don't even remember what my number was now. It doesn't matter. It was over 24. But I always make my goal. I don't think I've ever not made my goal. This year, I'm just not going to have a goal. I have a laundry list of things that I need to do in and around my house, because if we do move, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed around here, a lot of DIY stuff, and I am the DIY person in this house. I have projects of my own that have gotten neglected in favor for working on charity projects. I will be working on more of my own stuff. I will still quilt for a couple of my friends, but that's it. That's it. I've really, this whole thing has it's spun my head around, and it has made me really think about a lot of things that I did not expect to be thinking about. So I think I said it to my husband the best way that I can, which is I would have helped with Linus until the moving truck backed up in front of my house, but I don't feel like I can do that now. So if you're a Linus volunteer and you're watching, I love you. I love your work. I love what you do. I love how you help. This is not about the volunteers at large. I am not trying to create any drama. Just a thing happened to me personally, and it hurt. And I'm moving on. I'm putting a lid on it. I'm closing the door, closing the book, however you, whatever metaphor you want. I need to do that for my own mental health and my own self-respect, because this whole thing was very, very weird. And I'm going to leave it at that. I just needed you guys to know that I can't, I will not have the ability, I won't have the place for your donations anymore. So I really, really encourage you to find something locally. And if you don't want to or if you don't want to donate somewhere locally, if you don't have a local place, then there is a post office box that the Linus has that if you want to mail things to, you are welcome to do that. I am not in any way telling anyone to not donate to Linus, because I mean, I spent 20 years as a very dedicated volunteer. It became part of my identity, and I am still grappling with that. So yeah, that was the elephant in the room. I know a lot of people have been wondering. That is as much as I'm willing to say. I'm going to say, please don't ask me anymore, because like I said, I'm not here to throw anybody under the bus, because I don't know what anyone's intentions were. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it was personal, if it was not personal. I have not been able to get that information. And I just, like, I need, for me, for myself, I need to be done. Yeah, so that is it. And I wish I'd had something to share with you guys that was way more awesome and fun and happy this week, but I try to be real. I always try to be real here. And I mean, really what you see is what you get. I am this person, whether I'm on camera or not on camera. And I hope that you guys are okay with the fact that I just got a little bit real today. I do have another checkup with my surgeon on Thursday. I'll get my foot rewrapped. I will get my my splint redone. I had a great checkup last week. She said it was looking good so far. I have about 4.5 to 5 weeks left, both in a splint, which it's entirely made of tape. It's just like some really strong tape that she puts like all over my foot in a very specific way, and it keeps my toe from moving. So the reason I have to do that is I only have one joint in my big toe. The second joint does not exist. That was my fusion surgery from 2020. And she removed a little bone from, a little bit of bone, not like a whole bone. She removed a little bit of bone from that first joint, because my toe, because of all the surgeries I've had and all the stuff I've been through, the top of my toe was like crushing my middle toe. And so she removed a little bone and then she straightened it. So it has to be taped up really nice and securely until that is healed. So great checkup. We'll still be splinted and still have to wear the boot. I'm not cleared to drive yet, so I'm looking forward to that. I really can't. I have too much swelling when I sit like this for too long. So this is like 10, 15 minutes is all I've got right now. And so I could like drive somewhere, but I wouldn't be able to get back again. So right now I'm at the mercy of needing a ride, and that's okay. I'm just kind of doing stuff here, as much sitting as I can, and I'm finally back on my computer. This has been really long. I've talked a lot more than I intended to. I hope you guys have a really wonderful week, a really crafty week. I really would love to see your videos. Like, guys, I would love to see your videos. Please show me what you're working on, because I haven't been able to work on anything. That's it. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.